She is very reactive to dogs. Literally, I mean, she sees one, she explodes. We've done positive training. She's on Prozac.
Leave it.
She's not getting better.
She doesn't give a what she's barking at. She's just like, this is what I do.
She's a Shepherd Malinois mix, so 25%, but it's, you know, she's, and her father was a working dog. So she comes from working lines, so she's got some genetics. Enough. She's got some genetic stuff going on.
Okay.
Her obedience is good with minimal distractions. You know, we haven't, obviously, with the fact that she goes crazy when she sees her triggers, we haven't been able to work a whole lot with outside distractions.
And you said she redirects?
She does. You know, she is redirected onto me, and that was before, honestly, before I knew much about reactivity. It's nothing I'd ever dealt with. Wasn't familiar with it. It was worst case scenario. Loose dog came up. We were walking. I grabbed her by the collar and was trying to hold on to her, and she's just thrashing around. And she, you know, she got my. It was literally 2 puncture marks. There was no bruising, no anything. So it was just she was thrashing around. But she will turn around. You know, she has certainly, you know, done like this on my arm, left a bruise, but not, you know, she doesn't clamp down. But now she is redirecting onto, she's figured out this is what's holding her back. This is her frustration. So if I stand back, that's all she goes for is that leash.
What would you say your biggest goal is?
To be able to walk her and not have to look and say, oh my gosh, there's another dog, what are we gonna do?
All right, you guys, I wanted to let you know we are doing a really, really, really cool giveaway on the Members Club. I'm actually gonna pick 2 people this month and at the end of next month to fly to their house and train their dog for a day. All you guys have to do to simply enter to win is be part of the Members Club. That's all you have to do. Links in the description below. All right, so a couple different things. She's gonna acclimate a little bit, so she's gonna take some time to, you know, figure out where she is. Obviously, this is all very stimulating, traveling, coming to a place, dogs, smells, just being outside in general. So there's that. So we wanna get those kinks out. But when she's inside and she's reacting and barking and whatever, first thing I would do is I would work on a leave it, and I would reinforce it pretty much immediately. So instead of just saying like no or leave it, I would make sure you're correcting her. The other thing is I wouldn't, if you're gonna have to constantly battle to watch her if she's sitting or not, I would just break her. So give her a break right now.
Okay.
So here, there. Now we can do the same exact thing, except now there's less opportunity for her to fail. If you're having a conversation and we're constantly having to go back to ask her to sit, I would just, you can give her a break. Hi, baby. I would just give her a break and then let her be a dog. This is a very distracting environment.
Right.
So say you have 10 commands to give her that she's really gonna be responsive with. Don't waste those commands on sitting because you don't really need to sit right now, right? So what I would do is when she barks like that is I would give her a little bit of pressure and tell her to leave it.
Leave it. Leave it.
You wanna make sure that you are telling her to leave it and then correcting her when she's continuing to bark. The reason why she's barking and she's going to continue to bark is because she's getting away with it. So that bark there was a very kind of like bratty, playful, I'm bored, what are we doing? I'm frustrated. So you could tell she's just a frustrated dog. That's why you're getting the reactivity, that's why you're getting the redirection, and that's why we're getting that little bratty bark there, is she's like, let me do something. So the first thing we need to work on is engagement with you, because she's not engaged at all. She's responsive on the leash, which is nice. Like when you are handling her, she does listen fairly well, but I want her to essentially look at you more. But you see how, like,
leave it.
Yeah, you got to be more consistent with it.
Okay.
So
leave it. Leave it.
And then I would just pop that instead of like pull. Right now it's. Here, let me see the leash. Hold on 1 second. Hi, baby. Let me see her just for a second. Okay. So easy, easy, easy. It's okay. You want to be a little bit more like assertive with what you're doing. She's probably not going to do it with me because now she's just trying to figure out who I am. But what you want to do is when she does, she's squirrely. Like there's a good word for it right now. She's very squirrely. She also is not really she's not looking for direction. But when she barks like that, don't wait for the third or fourth bark to just say, hey, shh, 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 shh. What you want to do is as soon as she barks, you just snap the leash like that, because you're going to spend the rest of your life doing these little, it's not effective. So it's essentially like, it's like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym. You walk into the gym and you literally walk right back out.
It's not doing anything.
You just showed up. You didn't do anything. So when she's barking like that, don't just show up. Don't just like, hey, it's okay. Hey, stop. What you want to do is effectively and sustainably correct her so she doesn't do it again. So right now, she goes bark, bark, and you're going, and you're kind of pulling her. So see, you draw tension here, and then you're kind of sliding her over. Right. What you want to do is snap, like that. Go ahead, try it when she does it again.
Okay.
But that's what you want to do is snap it. You're trying to discourage the behavior, like really timely and effectively to say, that is not appropriate. So, leave it.
No.
So see that wasn't, you gotta snap it. So,
No, leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
pull her this way a little bit. So use your obedience. Good.
Let's go.
Good, now go back the other way.
Let's go.
And then come back.
Let's go.
Good, and slow down. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab you something really quick. That's the Tom Davis dog tree e-collar. Sure you're familiar. Typically I would work people through the handling, and we still will throughout the weekend. However, because of her redirectiveness, I feel like you're doing two things. You're trying to not get bit. You're kind of like, don't redirect on me as she is coming back to you. And you're also trying to figure out how to handle. So I'm gonna use modern technology to help with this, right? So that's why technology is there, is to help improve and optimize our whole life. So I want you to handle her back and forth, and when she reacts, all you're gonna do is you're gonna say, leave it, and I'm just gonna use the pager. So I want you to handle her. Julia! So leave it. Leave it. Good, now walk, 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 walk. Just hang out right there for a second, please. Come back this way. Leave it.
Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
Good.
Leave it.
Good, now just keep moving.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Good, now good reward her. Good, leave it.
Good leave.
Yes, good, leave it. Back
yes,
back
good
this way.
Girl.
Back this way. Good. Now come towards me. Now face that way at that dog. Walk. Now come back towards me. Good. See that? So that's the pager, okay? So Julia's over there with one of our board and trains. To be honest, she's just aimlessly just barking in the wind. She doesn't give a what she's barking at. She's just like, this is what I do. It just continues to go. There's a dog, this is what we do. Mom doesn't know what she's doing. We'll handle that later. But right now, you're not gonna be able to really kind of stabilize your handling unless we get the reactivity, because I think the reactivity and the nervousness is derailing you from being able to become a better handler. We're seeing this dog. We're definitely hearing this dog. Raina, come. Leave it. Leave it. Come. Good girl. Good girl. Good job, Raina. Good girl, yes. So this is called operant conditioning, okay? Just like parenting, it's how we live our life every single day. Almost every person in the world lives their life through some sort of operant conditioning, understanding that what we do has consequences if it's bad, and if we do good, then we get rewarded for that. And you know, you gotta read between the lines there on that. But as a big whole, as a universe, when she does the things we don't want her to do, we're like, hey, no, bad, right? And then when she does good, we're like, hell yeah. So then her job is to, she's a smart girl. Her job is to figure out, oh, this is good behavior. And then when I do this, it's bad behavior. We're not talking about a neurologically abused, abandoned dog that can't handle themselves and is quivering and pooping and peeing on themselves. We're talking about a dog that's taking advantage of a dog owner who doesn't have the skill sets and the knowledge yet to figure out what to do, right? I wouldn't take a dog into this situation that really had some neurological retardation, severe aggression issues, and try to do this right off the bat. But you can just tell with her, she's a young, pushy dog.
She is.
Can I get away with this? And I'm like, with you, she can. With me, she can't. So you see how drastic.
It's a drastic change.
If it's a drastic change that quick, that tells me and it tells you.
It's me, it's not her.
Right. Good girl. Sit. Good, sit. Good. And then you want to just move a little bit that way. Leave it. No e-collar. Yes, good decision. Good, leave it. And she lays down. She's like, I'm done. Good girl. Good. And she's not stressed. She's stressed, but she's not stressed enough where she's not going to accept the raw beef. And I'm sure you're doing your research on e-collar training, balance training, positive only training. You see all the different things out there of like, there is stress that's going to be involved with doing something that she doesn't feel comfortable with doing. Just like taking a test, going on a first date, buying a new home, buying a new car, building a business and hiring 100 people, right? It's stressful, but it's for the benefit of the long-term sustainability of the dog's behavior. So right now, she's more hot than she is stressed because the sun is beating down on her.
Yes.
Right? But I just want to point that out, that dealing with new things, regardless of how great, you win $1 million, that's going to be stressful, right? You're like, shit, now what do I do? Who do I tell? Where do I go? What do I do with it? Right? So stress is part of it. And it's very important for you to know that as you're, again, combing through the internet things, right? And I'm happy that you came here with me because this is real and this is real training. This is what we do here. But it's important for you to see like, yes, this is going to be a little bit stressful for her, but at the end of the tunnel, it's reactivity, which is 10 times more stressful than just saying like, hey, there's a dog, I'm not sure what to do. Hey, there's a dog, I'm not sure what to do. Like, should I go say hi? Like, I'd take that stress all day long, right?
Yeah.
So this is very good. All right, you guys, Impact Crates sent me a bunch of really cool stuff. I'm very happy. Thank you, Impact. We're gonna do some fun stuff in our new studio, which you guys will see soon, and they're gonna be all over the facility. So let's see what we have here. Fired up. I just like cool shit. Tom, your business and support means a lot to us. Thanks.
You're welcome.
When a dog goes 0 to 100 and 100 is, or 0 to 10 and the 10 is the most reactive the dog can be, what you want to do is try to find countering exercises. So that could be discouraging the behavior before it gets to that point. It could be, hey, let's come over here and do something differently. There's a lot of different things that we can do to make it more successful, but ultimately with this particular dog, what we realized is she's not aggressive, she's not mean, she's just reactive. So she sees other dogs and she immediately reacts. So our goal is before she gets to a point where she's at a level 8 to 10, is to correct her before she gets to that point.
Leave it.
So what I want you to do is watch her behavior. So anytime a dog moves, or anytime a dog does something, you have to use some sort of de-escalation exercise. So I don't want you to be constantly staring at her, but I want you to be mindful and aware of her body language and when she starts to build. Things that you're looking for, ears are gonna be forward, her jaw may shut, she'll get stimulated like this. You're trying to distinguish the difference between a build then leading to reactivity versus a build leading in off of suspicion. We want the dog to be more inquisitive, we want the dog to be more suspicious, but we don't want the dog to react. And that's where experience and handling comes in. So little picture is we're heeling nicely, right? We're walking nicely, we're not getting pulled, she's a larger dog, the heel looks great. But the bigger picture is there's also 2 dogs on the other end of the room, which is the only reason why these guys came in is to get around other dogs and be just like that. So essentially, 30-second breakdown, the dog was reacting. The reactivity was so bad that the timing and the correction from the owner was not adequate enough to deactivate the reactivity. So I switched to a pager with the e-collar to bring that reactivity down from going like straight to 0 to 10 to stopping it at about a 3 and then bringing it down. And that's been successful. Now, if it wasn't, we'd be doing different things. But that's why the pager from the remote collar is a really nice tool to use for some of this stuff. Leave it. So that was me. So I was on time and you weren't.
I was late, yes, I was very late on that one.
That's okay. Immediately, right when she does, hey, leave it. Don't let her get to the 3rd or 4th bark. So no sitting, no behaviors, just hang out right there. That's good. And just hang. Now I want you to just heel to just in this area here. Good. Leave it. See those catches? Everyone saw that, right? Good job, Brina. And then why don't you heel right towards me? Good, leave it.
Good girl.
Good girl.
That was very good.
Good, there. There, good girl. Now you can just recall her back and then give her a break.
Come on, let's go.
Good, nice job. Reward her for that. Very good. Very good. Okay, cool. Leave it. So did you guys see that? That was perfect. Well done, Rick. Nice job. Good job, Rick. Good girl.
Leave it.
See, that's her just trying to, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And that's good. Now, in a situation like that, what you could also do, just observing the behavior, is if she's walking that way and she starts to build, you could also make a quick turn. So try that. So go back around, and then when you pass Lakota on her side like you did, and she starts to kind of build, change directions and see what that does for you guys.
Okay.
So walk right here. And now change, yeah, there you go. See, I think that's gonna be helpful. That was perfect. Go touch.
Leave it.
Get your,
Leave it.
good.
Good. Leave
There
it.
you go.
Leave it. Leave it.
Good.
Good.
Good girl,
Leave
Raina.
it.
Good girl.
Leave it. Good. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
You got to do it faster, and I'll show you. Here, look. So when you came here, she starts to build. She builds. You see that? So there was no correction. She goes, barks, 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 nothing, nothing, nothing. She gets pissed. She grabs the leash. Then you try to tug it out of her mouth. See, she never got corrected.
Okay.
So when she comes out, look at what she does. She builds. She goes. There's no correction. Nothing. See that? So right when you're going here, she locks in.
Okay.
So there's what you're looking for. She's locking in. Her feet are going towards those dogs.
Okay.
She comes out. She pulls. Look at, there's no correction here at all.
Leave it.
Better. Good boy. Yep. Good. Where's my buddy? Where's my buddy over here, huh? And we're gonna, yep, walk towards me and then stop and then relax. Good job, Noli. Good. Good job, Raina. Good. Well done. Good boy. Good heel, Noli.
Good.
Good heel.
Good. Leave it.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Click here to subscribe to my channels to see more videos just like this.